Hi guys, and welcome to Simply Hike. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the women's Meindl Respond walking boots. Now this is a great little lightweight walking boot, only weighs 900 grams, so if you're doing your Duke of Edinburgh, your light trails, or you're going to be doing an activity like the 3 Peaks Challenge, it's definitely worth looking at this boot. Now, let's go through the specs, shall we? So the boot itself is a bit of a suede and nubuck mix, obviously, or synthetic should I say, sorry, synthetic and nubuck mix. So obviously you can see there's a lot of mesh on the actual boot itself. This means the boot itself is nice and breathable. The way that they've done it as well, the suede section is pretty much on the front part there. That's to give you the better, should we say, fit. Once you've broken the boot in, that's going to give you, and it's going to shape a lot easier for you. Obviously it is Gore-tex, so it's 100% waterproof and lifetime guaranteed. As long as you take care of the Gore-tex will take care of you. Obviously Meindl have their own sprays like wet-proof conditioning cream, conditioning spray, that sort of thing, that work really well with the boot itself. I would definitely recommend using the conditioner on the synthetics, just so it doesn't stop it from drying out and then obviously, snapping, breaking or scuffing or anything like that. And that's, just to give you also a better fit as well. It works really well in conditioning the suede and obviously the mesh that's on this boot, giving you a much better fit overall. There we go, right, so that's the Gore-tex waterproofing. It has an air active system, so basically there's a pump system that's actually embedded in the sole unit, and the way that it works, when you push down, it actually pushes the hot air out of the boots, and when you push down on the heel like that, it actually sucks cool air in. So as long as you've got a nice breathable sock, it's going to keep your feet nice and cool, which helps reduce swelling, blisters, anything like that. So it's definitely a really nice feature to have, and that's the air active system from Meindl. And I'm very glad that they've put it in this Respond boot. Right, let's go through some of the basics, shall we? It's got a nice toe box at the front, so if you're doing a bit of scrambling or you're walking on terrain that you want to protect your feet from, away you go. That's going to give you all the support that you need. Yet again, it is nice and soft as well, so it's not really hard and really heavy on the front part of the boot, so you won't really feel it that much, but it still gives you the protection that you need. Obviously traditional with Meindl boots as well, you do have a nice wide entry part there as well, as you can see. So if you have a thicker sock on, or if you do suffer from a wider foot, you can slip these boots on and off with ease. There's no lacing around or trying to lacing up all these parts here to kind of sneak your foot in. It will easily do that just from the top part there. Obviously with the boot itself, they tried to keep the weight down, so you only have 2 metal eyelets at the top. But yet again, you can hook them up and that will give you all the support that you need. Obviously, due to the weight as well, you've got the synthetic, or should I say the material eyelets as well. Now these work really well with the laces anyway. There's not too much friction involved when it comes to rubbing the lace, or it won't do too much damage with the actual lace or the actual eyelet, should we say, at first, just purely because of the quality. Some of the cheaper boots that you get, there's always frictions when that all breaks off. With these boots, it shouldn't happen at all. But yet again, they're all nice and easily to adjust. So these are just as easy to adjust as a pair of walking boots that all have metal eyelets, so don't let that discourage you from getting the boots. Now again, obviously with all the mesh as well, it's going to be nice and breathable for you. That, as I say, that works really well with the actual air active, but also it basically acts really well when it comes to the actual shape of the boot, because it's a synthetic. One, it won't take that long to break in, and 2, it's just going to give you a quicker and a nicer feel of comfort pretty much from the word go, which is a really key feature. Another feature as well, obviously the sole unit. Now this is a contra grip sole, so it's not a Vibram sole, it's a contra grip sole. Now don't let that discourage you though. The sole itself, as you can see by me moving the table, gives you really nice grip. It's not the tread as well is not too deep. Now basically this is purely for the fact that, to be fair, it doesn't really need it. The way that the actual sole works, it works with the movement of your foot. So the way that it spreads its load and the way that you press it into the ground gives you all the grip that you need. Because of that, you don't need too much depth. But as you can see, there's a lot of variation. There's different styles inside there to cover all sorts of terrain. What you probably can't see in the video as well is that it's actually not a smooth surface, it's actually bubbled. Now this is basically to work on a molecular structure, so if you're walking on slippery or icy conditions or anything like that, those bubbles will work those grooves, should I say, will work within the actual ice like molecule, should we say. I'm getting very scientific here and I'm not a very scientific person, but basically it will basically hold on ice. That job there is specific to giving you the grip that you need when it comes to icy terrain as well as slippery terrain. I mean, me putting it on the table, doing that doesn't actually prove much when it comes to the sole grip itself. You know, once you get it on a slippery surface and once you get it on an icy surface, it will hold its own, and that is purely just from the little grooves that are actually on the actual bottom part of the sole. So there we go, that is the Respond boot from Meindl. For any more information, please visit us at simplyhike.co.uk.